Minä olen Meeri Kataja.
Ja minä olen Riina Rastas.
Ja tämä on Finlandia Fridays.
Welcome to Finlandia Fridays. My name is Michael Babcock. I am your host for this weekly interview series here at Finlandia University. This week we're joined by two Finns who are interns at our Finnish American Heritage Center. If I could have you guys introduce yourselves, that way I don't say your names incorrectly.
Yeah, so I'm Meeri Kataja and I'm from Espoo, which is a town close to Helsinki, studying at the University of Helsinki Social Sciences.
Yeah, and I'm Riina Rastas and I'm from a city called Kaarina next to Turku in the southwest of Finland. And I studied journalism in the University of Jyväskylä and I graduated from my bachelor's this May.
Excellent. It's we do this every year here at Finlandia University. We have actually pretty much a year round. There's interns coming in from Finland to help bring. You guys do some translating work. You guys just bring some Finnish culture into the university, which is the biggest piece. Is we just want to try to have the Finnish culture we celebrate be as active and modern as we can in a lot of ways. Which is why you guys are here. And Meeri, you're working in the archives downstairs at the Heritage Center. Talk a little bit about what you do there and what are some of the things you enjoy about being there.
Yeah, well, like every day I'm doing some cataloging and like searching the materials for people working at the Finlandia University or researchers who want to do some kind of study related to either Finns overall, like in the United States, or their own family. And yeah, some translation tasks and...
Excellent. What did you think when you first got there and saw that archive? I mean, it's not the biggest building, but that room is packed.
Oh yeah, there was lots of things there. I guess they should need some more space to have it all.
What's some of the things that have impressed you most in the archive so far?
Well, I guess one thing is that we don't have so many like photos in Finland from like 1800s or anything, so it's a bit shocking sometimes that you're like, okay, this is a photograph from 1865 or something, and you're like, whoa, we don't have any photographs from that time, or not many.
Right, that's it is a really cool spot, and it is open to the public if you wanted to head down to the basement of the Finnish American Heritage Center and go visit Joanna and Meeri to say hi and see what the cool stuff is. It's quite a scene to go down there and check it out. And Riina, you're working with the Finnish American Reporter, which is a monthly magazine we have here. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing with them.
So I work in the FAR, which comes out every month, so once a month, and it's called Reporter. It's not really a newspaper; it's more like a magazine type of a thing. We write about the whole Finnish American community, so in the U.S. and sometimes in Canada as well. And it's an English written newspaper, so it's in English, and we have different stories of people and communities, and sometimes we translate news from Finnish media to English, and we have different writers, so it's not only us, we have freelancers and different stories from different parts. And then I do a lot of other things too, because it only comes once a month, so there's not that much to do on daily basis. So I help with the events, and we have folk school program, which I also help with mostly to communicate with the Finnish people who are maybe or are coming to here to teach some traditional folk art.
Excellent. So it sounds like you're kind of doing a lot of different things. Talk a little bit more with the Reporter. You're a journalism major. So you're coming in here. What kind of write-ups have you had to do, and how's that been for you professionally to develop?
It's been really good because I've been able to get my own ideas out a little bit, and also to meet different kind of people. And I actually interviewed this very cool lady who loved Finnish heavy metal, and she's over 70 years old, and she doesn't even have any Finnish heritage. We just talk on the phone. She wanted to order the newspaper, and she was very talkative, and then she told that, I really love Finnish heavy metal, and we talked very long time, and I was like, it would be really interesting to write a story of her. Right. And then I asked her if she would be interested, and I interviewed her, and it was really interesting. She's been in Finland in this heavy metal music festival for 7 times or 6 times. And I don't know, it was just so amazing to hear that this person had found like a Finnish heritage. Even she wasn't actually from Hancock
Right.
even, so she hasn't seen that kind of part of Finnish culture all the time, every day.
That's awesome. When can we pick up, or was that in this last issue, or?
I think it might have been in the last or the previous one. I wrote it early in autumn, but it came out quite a bit ago, maybe in last issue.
Excellent. So we'll have in the show notes, we'll have a link where people can find out more about the American Reporter and how they can, Finnish American Reporter, how they can subscribe and find that old episode or old article, which sounds really fun. One of the reasons I wanted to have you guys on today was to talk a little bit about Heikinpäivä. So I'm hoping you guys can go through what the experience was like, and we'll start with you, Meeri. What before we started, you actually mentioned that this event was actually something that's been celebrated for more than 100 years in different ways. Talk a little bit about what that was.
Well, it was really interesting to see that because it's such a big deal here and it's not really celebrated in Finland anymore. And the weather was a bit cold, so it would have been fun to see like polar bear diving and other outdoor activities. But still, it was really fun to take part there, and the parade was really, really nice.
Yeah, and you guys participated in the parade then?
Yeah, we did.
Did you guys have the traditional costumes on, or?
Yeah, we had like Finnish national costumes, and then we had our hobby horses, which we have made here.
Yeah, we were part of the hobby horse parade.
Yeah.
That's
and we
fun.
actually won like the best group of the parade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was unaware. That's exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys, I know I've done a little bit of research on hobby horses over the last couple of months since we had the film here. Is that something you guys actually did in Finland?
Not really. I don't think it's our generation so much because it's becoming bigger now with like teenagers and a little bit younger. So when we were younger, it probably wasn't very big thing, maybe more in the underground. So, but I also heard about the whole phenomenon when I watched the documentary the first time. But it's pretty fun.
Well, it's good to know you guys are now professionals. You've made that happen. What did you guys think of the Tory? There's a ton of vendors there. I was really impressed with how many vendors were there.
Yeah, it's true. There were many things related to Finland and also other like handmade stuff. Really nice.
Yeah.
Some Finnish food. We got to eat some Finnish food.
Was it as good as it is back home?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I think it was accurate. I didn't see or taste anything different there. It wasn't accurate. Yeah.
Awesome. And the one thing I want to have you, Meeri, if you could explain a little bit, is about what this Heikinpäivä used to be. I know you don't know a ton of details about it, but you said it was in the 1800s. They used to have something like this.
Yeah, well, I really don't know that well, but I guess we had some kind of market in Finland, and like it's about this Saint Henrik, who like I don't know if he was a Swedish person, but from Sweden came to Finland, and then this farmer killed him.
Oh no!
Yeah, and that's why they maybe started to like honor the Saint Henrik.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like, Riina, you have a story to write in the Finnish American Reporter about the background here, because it sounds interesting. Excellent. Let's, before we finish up here, just talk a little about some of the things you guys do outside of work. I know, for instance, this weekend you guys went to the Orpheum Theater, which is right across from our campus, and took in some live music.
Yeah. We've been here a couple of times, or in Orpheum a couple of times, and it's like a very interesting spot to be in this small town. And there's a community there that goes there very often, but I guess it depends of the gig that who goes there and what kind of crowd they get. Yesterday was a very big crowd, so that was really nice.
Nice. And also, you guys have gone to the Copper Country Humane Society a couple times. Talk about what you guys have done there.
Well, we've been there. We've been there with the seeing the dogs and the cats, and then we've been walking the dogs there. It's pretty nice to get some exercise and see all the animals. It's sad and happy at the same time to see them there.
Yeah, it's nice to take them out.
Yeah,
for a while.
They get so excited about that.
Perfect. And the final thing that you guys mentioned before we got live here is talking about visiting Portage Point. You guys went there, and I think it's a really interesting perspective. You guys went there and basically just talked to some people.
Yeah, there was one woman working there, and she helped us to like find people who can understand Finnish or even speak Finnish. And some of them were really excited about us, and some of them not that much, but still, it was really nice, and we are going there again this weekend.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's cool to see you guys out involved with our community. Thank you guys for coming here, and thank you for being on this episode of Finlandia Fridays. We will see you guys next Friday.